Carson Welch played football at the Oak Ridge School in Arlington before landing a spot as a preferred walk-on at SMU 2 years ago. But his time with the Mustangs has not gone the way he originally planned. As NBC5's Paul Jones has this story about the challenges of 2020, how it caused his former high school quarterback turned tight end to call an audible.
Carson Welch was looking forward to his redshirt freshman year on the SMU football team, but instead of catching passes for the Mustangs, he caught COVID.
The biggest thing for me was like loss of taste and smell. That was a big thing for me. Fever as well. The fever was also a bad part for like the first week. Couldn't even get out of bed. Couldn't do anything active for probably a whole month.
So every day for a good 10 days, I would check morning and night. In the afternoon, are you eating well? Did you take this medicine, that medicine? Just checking on him.
Fortunately, Carson recovered, but he never regained a taste for the 2020 football season.
I didn't feel, safe doing it. I didn't think that it would be a good thing for me to do. So my family, agreed with me, and we kind of just went from there.
Carson decided to opt out of the season, giving him and his parents unexpected free time.
We've really missed the whole football scene, not only for Carson, but also for, the whole SMU program, which has been outstanding to Carson, by the way.
For Carson, a football-free fall turned his focus from the gridiron to another passion of his, music.
Music was always something I leaned on, so, driving home, the first thing I do is put on my music, and it's been a big part of my life. So I would say around the time the COVID symptoms started to go away, that's when I kind of picked it back up again. Finally had more time on my hands to do things, and that was just the thing I turned towards.
And that has led to this.
I take it all back, I wish I really could.
A budding artistic career.
Looking for some answers, but I guess I'll never find. I'm looking for your soul, it's buried right on top of mine.
Where he writes and performs songs and stars in music videos shot on location in Miami.
It's a mix between rap and pop.
What do you think of his music?
Well, at first, I'm just not a fan of the rapping, but, as long as he keeps it clean and no cussing, I'm very happy because it makes him happy. It's his emotional and mental release. And I think when he had COVID and was quarantined, that time allowed him to just get rid of his pressures and stress and boredom.
Pull up with a 50 and we left and see our hips talk. We ain't talking fashion, but we show up with that big talk.
His original stage name was C-Dub, which is my initials. It's also his initials. And when we both started searching it, and as this thing started progressing, I told him, there's a lot of C-Dubs out there, right? So I told him he needs to be, creative, which he is, and come up with his own name. And he came up with this Primo Carso.
And there's a dollar symbol in there.
Correct. That's it's just kind of one of those rapping things. A lot of rappers do it.
But very few rappers, if any, got their start the way Carson did.
I was pretty down on myself for a while, getting COVID, couldn't see anybody, couldn't do anything. I was locked in the house. So first week it was pretty tough, and then I kind of just, started to get over it, started making music, and then that's kind of when, I started getting happy again.
Even though it's an awful time for all of us dealing with a pandemic, is Carson's story, his music story, a positive that's come from all this?
Absolutely. If more people can take this downtime and quarantine and make something creative and happy out of it, I just think it's awesome.
And certainly something to sing about.
I got that big Glock on me, I'm rolling. She told me take a deep breath, so get all in.
During a trying year.
It's like I'm Luka and I'm Kristaps. Yeah.
Paul Jones, NBC5 Sports.
Keep those raps clean. Carson has entered the transfer portal, and he wants to play quarterback again somewhere when he's not Primo Carson.